there was a night, clouded by too many drinks, when I admitted something I never should have. Alcohol had loosened my tongue, and I confessed that my feelings for him had shifted. The instant morning light touched my face, I was consumed by regret. If I could go back, I'd gladly slap myself for speaking such reckless words. Let me take you back to where it began. My name is Emily, I'm 30 years old, and I was married to a man named Luke, who is 5 years my senior. We had been together for 3 years, and honestly, it's hard to know where to start. But what I can tell you right now is this: don't expect some magical fairy tale. There's no neat resolution or glowing conclusion here, only pain and consequences I brought on myself. Luke was the kind of partner people hope to find: dependable, kind, and utterly devoted. He ran a small business with relentless dedication, yet he always made time for me. He never forgot how I liked my coffee and often stayed up late to help with things I hadn't even asked for. In the beginning, I adored that about him. His calm, grounded nature made me feel safe and cherished. But something shifted. As I spent more time with friends and listened to their stories, I began making unfair comparisons. Their partners seemed taller, fitter, more exciting. Bit by bit, envy crept in. A spark of dissatisfaction began to flicker, growing stronger with every brunch gathering and social media post of perfect couples. I scolded myself, told myself love wasn't about appearances. Still, the unease lingered. I began questioning whether I deserved the unwavering love Luke gave me, and if I even wanted it. Then came the night that unraveled everything. It was supposed to be a typical evening out with friends, light-hearted, full of laughter and a few drinks. But I didn't stop at just one. Somewhere between my third and fourth cocktail, I sank into a fog of self-pity and resentment. When I finally stumbled home, barely able to walk straight, Luke was there, waiting up for me like he always did. But instead of feeling grateful, I lashed out. I looked at him, my judgment clouded, and said something that would change everything. I'm not even attracted to you anymore. No context. No explanation. Just that single sentence, sharp as a blade. The next morning, I woke up with a pounding headache and a hollow pit in my stomach. I didn't remember what had happened until I saw Luke sitting on the edge of the bed, his gaze fixed on the floor, his face etched with pain. Then he looked up and asked, "Is that really how you feel?" When he repeated my own words back to me, my heart dropped. Shame came crashing in like a tidal wave. I scrambled to explain. I was drunk, Luke. I didn't mean any of it. But he didn't shout, didn't accuse. He just stood, silent and heartbroken, and walked out of the room. That quiet exit cut deeper than any argument ever could. In the days that followed, Luke didn't get angry. He simply withdrew. No more check-in messages during the day, no more small acts of affection. The man who once made me feel so loved now felt like a ghost in our home. I tried to fix it, cooked meals I wasn't good at making, slipped little notes into his lunch, even tried to be intimate again, thinking maybe it would help us reconnect. Each time, he gently turned me down. Not tonight, Emily. Maybe some other time. His words were soft, but they carried the weight of everything we had lost. Instead of facing the damage I had caused, I ran. One Friday evening, overwhelmed by guilt and the crushing silence between us, I left the house again. I told myself it was just to get out, to clear my head. But in truth, I was running from the guilt, from the consequences, from myself. That's when I met him. A charming stranger, confident and smooth, nothing like Luke. He sat beside me at the bar and said, "Rough night." I should have walked away, but instead I let him talk. I let him distract me from the wreckage of my own life. His attention made me feel wanted, desired. And then it happened. I let him kiss me. The second our lips touched, nausea twisted in my gut. I pulled away, heart pounding, and turned just in time to see Luke sitting in his car nearby, staring straight at us. He didn't confront me. He didn't make a scene. He just rolled up his window and drove off. Right then, I knew he was gone. The next morning, I clung to hope. Maybe we could fix this. Maybe we weren't past saving. But when I walked into the kitchen, Luke was already there, composed but firm. Last night made things clear, he said quietly. You don't respect me. You don't respect what we had. I begged him, told him it meant nothing, that I was lost, that I made a mistake. He shook his head slowly, the pain unmistakable in his eyes. I need time, he replied. Then he packed his things and left. He never came back. 6 months have passed. Luke has moved on. He's seeing someone new, a radiant woman who seems to bring light back into his life. As for me, I'm alone now, facing the full weight of the choices I made. My friends have drifted away, unsure of what to say. Even my own mother, when I told her what happened, simply looked at me with sorrow and said, "You had what so many women dream of, Emily, and you let it slip away." She wasn't wrong. There's no neat bow on this story. No redemption arc or second chance. Just regret, a constant, gnawing reminder of what I destroyed. If you take anything from my story, let it be this. Never assume love will always be there. Never believe someone's devotion is endless, no matter how loyal they seem. Once you lose something truly good, it might be gone for good. And sometimes, you're left with nothing but memories and the knowledge that you were the one who let it all fall apart.